I think we do, especially in New York City. Like there's just so much content we can make.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I'm saying? We could go do like the Eric Andre like interview style thing.
There's just so much content that could happen to us too. Like I've been talking to a lot of girls recently, and it's really I actually I don't know if I can talk about this, but there's just a lot of characters. Let's just say in the city,
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
and obviously because we're guys, it's different for us. Because I was about to give an example that like is actually I've heard a lot of like homeless people in the city right now getting pretty restless, and they're definitely not afraid to come up to people and. You know, I was talking to a girl last night, and she said that she got rejected by a homeless person before he even catcalled her.
I don't know. I mean,
She was walking up to him, and he was literally like, "Whatever, you're not even attractive anyways." And she's like, "I didn't say anything to you." I was like, "That man's smart. He's getting ahead of the curve."
We need to get the homeless population under control. We need to do something about that.
When we were filming, there was like mad dudes.
Oh yeah.
The reason I knew this one guy was down bad was because we walked past him, and this man was not only was he was standing up against the wall, but he was standing like this, like he was at a 45-degree tilt, and he just wasn't falling over.
Yeah.
He was just standing there like this.
Yeah.
I was like, what's up with this guy?
I don't know. I mean, look, I feel awful for homeless people, and I do give a lot of homeless people money. Like if I have a couple dollars, I don't mind giving it to a homeless guy.
Yeah, I'll toss it to him.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing wrong with having your little corner, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes like they'll just be like cracked out, like body like laid out in the middle of the sidewalk,
Chalked out on the sidewalk. Yeah.
pretty much. And then you just like you're looking at it, and he's just like the cops are like poking him with something, trying to wake him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember there was one dude when we were trying to film for episode 50, and that dude was just maniacally laughing. You remember that guy?
No, honestly, no. I
He
see so
he
many
was in
homeless
a
people.
communion with like two other homeless people on each side of him, and he was just like, ah.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, what is this guy on right now?
I see. That's the thing about me though, because I see so many homeless people. It's just like I don't even remember half of them.
Half the homeless people you see. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm always like you said. I'd rather give a homeless person food. I've done that a lot.
Yeah.
Because I've given a homeless person money before, and they walked into Dunkin' Donuts, and they've gotten themselves like he was like, I forget what he said. It wasn't that he walked into Dunkin' Donuts and bought a coffee. You know, it's the money I gave him is his to use.
Right.
I'm glad he didn't use it on drugs, but he did also say that he was starving and that he wanted some food.
Yeah, and then he goes.
And then he went and got a coffee. I was like, what are you, a college student?
is that
You want
food?
a college student diet? You get a coffee in the morning and don't eat anything else?
To be fair, he's not on a college student diet. He's on a homeless person diet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe coffee. Look, coffee's cheap. It gives you energy. It might fill you up. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe.
I forget what I gave him like $5. We were outside of like a deli too. You could get a nice like bacon, egg, and cheese or something for that.
bacon, egg, and cheese. Yeah.
I had bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese.
But no, he just went in. He wanted to go to the Dunkin' Donuts. It was a connected Dunkin' Donuts to a deli, and you know he got that instead. I've also been duped too. I gave another guy a couple bucks, or like probably I always try to give him like $5, and he just got into a car and he said, "Yeah, this I heard it within earshot." He goes, "This dumb gave me his money," and then he drove away. Yeah, I was like, "Damn."
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem with it, and that's like I know it's a sensitive subject because you know homelessness is a problem in America for sure.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, especially in Austin. Like I've heard it's really bad.
California, it's bad.
LA,
New York City, it's bad.
Really bad.
You know, Rudy Giuliani cleaned up New York City, bro. New York City used to be like gross.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it sucks. But like my dad told me the same thing. Like one day there's a homeless guy that will always sit outside the apartment. This is before I was born, and my dad. And it was winter, and my dad goes out. He did this jacket, didn't fit him anymore or something. And my dad walks up to him. It's a nice jacket, you know what I'm saying? It was no $40 jacket. And he's like, here, take my jacket. And the homeless guy looks at him and goes, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? And then my dad goes, okay, I'm never going to give anything to a homeless person ever again.
Yeah.
And it sucks that the few really do put a bad taste in everyone's mouth for the many.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because even in this conversation, it sounds bad, but like a lot of people, you don't notice that you're saying it, but you said, I'm glad that he didn't spend it on drugs. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Well, because that's what a lot of homeless people will do.
Exactly. I know that, but it's like that's sad that that's like the first thing that pops into your head when you think about donating to someone who has nothing. You know?
Yeah. And it's sad that that's the first thing that I'm sure goes through. Because that's why I always try to give them food. One time we were outside of Mirage, and I actually gave like a homeless guy passed by, and it was actually I felt really good because it was some of the last off campus that I had, but I gave him a meal replacement bar and a water, big water, and that motherfucker traded both of them for a Sprite. So I was like, I can't even trade food to people anymore.
Yeah, no. I mean,
But listen, I try to. I don't think I'm better than any homeless person.
No, yeah.
Just because I have a place to live and I can eat and I can go home and have a roof over my head. Like, I think everyone should be treated the same way. Obviously, unless you're a murderer, some sort of a psychopath, you touch kids or something like that. In which case, get out of here.
Yeah, no.
But
we don't condone pedophilia on the Jacob Cooperman
absolutely
podcast.
Not. Absolutely,
we are
not.
Against all of those things.
Yeah.
Murdering, bad.
What I'm trying to say is, I always it's a very Jacob Cooperman thing for me to do right there, where I just kind of like generalize. But what I'm trying to say is, if someone is worthy of respect, I tend to want to. Give it to them.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. But but the way I come at it is, I'd rather give someone food, or a homeless person food, than give them money and risk the chance of them flipping that for like a dime bag or something. Like, I don't know how drugs work, but like, I don't know like what the homeless like drug ecosystem is like.
How many Big Macs for a dime bag?
Yeah, he just flipped that. He flipped that meal replacement bar to water for a Sprite, the Sprite for a dime bag, and the dime bag for something else.
He's going somewhere.
I don't know how
the capitalistic genius.
Yeah, I don't know how the homeless economy works. Yeah, there's definitely like I feel.
Oh
like
yeah, 100%. They trade. That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That it's not like monetary. It might be a little monetary because they get the few donations from people. But
you said. I don't know if he traded the food for a dime bag. I just don't know how drugs work. That was so.
No. I don't know if he was gonna trade like the money I would give him.
Yeah,
I feel like $5 can't get you a dime bag. Can it?
A dime means 10.
So
dime is 10
for a
cents.
dime bag?
$10 for If it's more than 10 or less than 10, it's not a dime.
Okay, so $5 isn't a lot.
$5 would be a nick.
Okay, so you could still get essentially weed for
$10 usually gets you a gram.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So I don't want him, like, let's just say, I don't want that man spending it on drugs.
Right.
Understand what I'm saying? I don't want to be complicit in further damaging someone's life.
Right.
You know? Even if in the moment it might make them feel better, you get the temporary high, and, I'd rather just, like, that's one thing I want to do if I come into a large sum of money, through whether it be through this podcast or whatever else, like, I want to be active in the homeless community.